Now it's time that we have all been waiting for. An update from Jamari on the Vitaly situation getting much worse. You know we do this live on Twitch if you're watching this back on YouTube. Come over and join the family, watch with us. We do it. We do it. We do it. As we've seen in the last video that we reacted to about this situation, I thought that he would just get a slap on the wrist. But according to all y'all comments, it seems like it's going to be something much greater. So we are 2 weeks later. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if he's going to get out, or is he going to get locked up and made an example of? Let's go.
So at this point, it's been around 2 weeks since Vitaly was detained over in the Philippines, having a public press conference and learning that he would not be getting deported and that he would be held there in the detention center until his case came back across their desk, which in Vitaly's situation could take literal years. Remember that this absolute clown was going to—
Wait, somebody put in a comment that he actually ran over somebody doing this. Nah, fam, that is insane.
Around harassing the general public, attempting to steal police patrol vehicles as well as other items from the mall, and in general, he made a joke out of not only their citizens, but also their authorities.
I have a very important question for you. Can I shove this up your booty?
Huliin mo yan. Huliin mo yan.
Who
He's
said
not chasing me.
I know.
This man is like basically
This was
40.
something Vitaly would be unremorseful for, as he would even give himself a round of applause when they showed these various clips of his crimes he recorded during his live stream.
They are not playing. He thinks it's a joke, but they ain't playing.
Now this was obviously not taken lightly by the people of the Philippines, and they would make it very clear that this type of behavior would not be tolerated now or in the future.
Hindi po namin siya i-deport. Mananagot siya sa batas dito sa Pilipinas.
And let me tell you guys, after doing a little bit of research, the Filipinos are not fucking around.
Oh no, mommy, I'm gonna get arrested.
I do feel like Johnny Somali was the one to put this type of shit on foreign countries' radars.
I brought the baby oil. I was gonna pee her ass. I was about to pee Diddy her ass.
And now it does look like—
Dude, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Y'all, man, people be wilding out for some stupid stuff, man.
Vitaly is going to be the sacrificial lamb.
Pero so it means it's clear he will not be deported just like that.
Oh no, hindi talagang we made a conscious decision not to have him deported.
And not only that, he may just move to another Asian country and do the same.
They are not deporting him because they fear he will pull a Johnny Samal and just go country to country.
Right? For his content.
The security of justice, who everyone saw during that press conference, actually went on this news segment and laid out the rules for Vitaly's detainment.
He's not allowed to vlog about anything which goes on inside the detention facility. He will live on the national stipend of 3 meals at 70 pesos a day. That's for all 3 meals. He will not get special treatment. He will live in a common cell while an air conditioner.
So there's going to be
he's
no
finna get
vlogs,
locked
no cell
up.
phone, and he will have to live amongst the other people who are awaiting their trials. The secretary actually thinks this will be a criminal trial.
The civil trial, I know it's civil criminal. Maybe it's criminal. It'll maybe last 2 to 3 years.
What? It will be 1 to 2 years till trial starts and 5 years in prison per charge after he is tried. Oh yeah, GG's.
Then the minimum charge I think will be 5 years per guilty verdict.
And at 5 years of imprisonment per guilty verdict being on the table,
What's
he might
the
have
conviction
literally
rate?
racked up a lifetime of charges. Understand that Vitaly has been sent to the Bureau of Immigration Detention Center, where he will be held until a date of their choosing. And it sure looks putrid in there, guys. I'm talking about 3 people to a bed,
Heskey,
no
no.
showers, no
Oh.
plumbing,
Oh, Heskey, no, man. Nasty old rats, bruh.
and other rodents crawling around on the ground, and bugs crawling on your body as you try and sleep, or really do anything else. Not to even mention the gallons of piss piling up in the rectangle-shaped community urinal.
Oh my. Ah. He's cooked. He is cooked. Bro, what is that? Could you imagine the smell? Oh my goodness.
I mean, just looking at this place, I am in desperate need of a tetanus shot. I mean, there is a reason they literally call this place the Gulag. And I am going to be diving deeper into his living conditions later on in this video, including an exclusive leaked interview with someone who was being held there only a few months ago. But first, let's get to the president of the Philippines, Bongbong Marcos, who actually made a reaction video to Vitaly's antics. He would actually take to his own personal YouTube channel to address this matter, and I do have the little Google translation going on down here at the bottom.
Give me your scooter now. Give me your scooter now. Yes, you're gonna think about it.
Ang isa pa nating nakita ngayong linggo, yung
yes, another thing we saw this week was the
galit na pinanggagawa ng isang foreign
publication that a foreigner vlogger made. I'm not gonna rob you, this is a joke. What Philippine wouldn't get there, political and watching. It's
So he's basically sending a message to the Filipino people here, saying that they should be outraged by this behavior and really they're not going to accept this. I mean, to me, when the literal president is speaking up about your antics, that's how you know you fucked up.
Yeah, you're done. Sad because this has become a part of social media that has vloggers who just cause trouble, just tease, just be rude to get viewers. Let not go along with that kind of behavior.
And like I told you guys previously, I do truly believe that John...
Is that W reading, bro? Dude, I think that's W reading. I was putting on cue. I was putting on cue for y'all, hey? I'm putting on cue for y'all. Let's go.
Somali is the one who opened up this can of worms. He's the one that kind of put it on everyone's radar that there are dumbasses going around being disrespectful like this in foreign lands. And honestly, good for the Filipino people for actually putting their foot down and dealing with this matter before it gets out of hand.
We must stand up to bullies. The government is with you to evict these people. I hope this will serve as a lesson to those who try to enter the Philippines just to humiliate and make fun of our countrymen.
So yeah, he essentially ends the statement there by saying don't take our kindness for weakness, and that they're essentially going to take every opportunity to make an example out of Vitaly and completely fuck him up. I also did want to show you guys this little bonus clip that I didn't get to show in my OG video about Vitaly, where he just continued to run around acting like a menace.
Follow me. I need toilet, please, toilet, please. I'm about to take a shit. Ay, caca. No. This is not how you make the burger. Show me how you do it.
And I gotta
Bro, I'm speechless, bro. There ain't no way. There's no way that he went there. Nah. There is a way. He probably went there and said, "Y'all, this is going to be a great idea. Think about all the money we're going to make. Think about all the views we're going to make. Think about all the people that we're going to make mad because negativity sells and all this, and that." Now he locked up in a cell.
Say in all of these clips I've seen, the Filipinos do seem like very passive people. He goes in there and starts making his own food.
I'm the manager. My name is Vitaly McDonald. Ron McDonald is me. The manager told me to cook.
And it's just beyond clear that this guy sees himself as some sort of untouchable figure, when really he's just a glorified steroid junkie who should not have continued to have a career in the first place after some of the horrific shit that he's done.
Salt, give me salt.
No, that.
Can I have salt, please? Don't worry. I'm cooking. Let me see what the fuck did I just cook.
And it's pretty safe to say at this point that Vitaly is just racking up all these different charges by the clip. Once again, another idiot who dry snitched on himself by live streaming the entire thing. Now, I've actually found several leaked videos where it shows the living conditions where Vitaly is currently at, and Jesus Christ, does it look awful.
Rats and cockroaches, overcrowding, and lack of basic facilities.
But before I get into the details about what's been going on over there, I did want to tell you guys about today's video sponsor, Manscaped.
He ain't gonna be able to use no Manscaped.
Did you guys most his petition family south have tech in the market full time everything cup and raised my audience Manscaped at last learn more about voice down was out here doing all these crazy torturings at this place for decades. But honestly, it seems like the way they are still living while awaiting their trials is equally as bad. I think this dude just has that modern day PR team working behind him. And sadly for a lot of these people being kept here, they didn't even have to necessarily break any laws or really step out of line.
Really?
Most of it just seems to be like gray area immigration visa problems that led them to being locked away for literal years in this hellhole.
Detainees are held on charges of anything from visa violations to violent crime. Many say they are innocent, but can endure lengthy waits to present their cases before a judge. One man's allegations particularly stood out. He alleged that he went into solitary confinement without food or any human contact. He said he only had a rusty tap for water, which was undrinkable. He said that if you get sick inside there, you might as well be dead.
It's gradually got worse and worse.
Wow.
He was put into the cage, which was no taller than 3 foot high. You couldn't stand up, you know, and he just got covered in sores and bites. There was cockroaches in there. He just became very ill, and so he would not have survived 2 weeks in there.
There were beatings.
Wow.
People were
That is
treated there
insane.
worse than we would treat farm animals. There, people just had enough. They couldn't take it anymore.
He says the not knowing.
Well, if he doesn't learn his lesson from this, I don't know what he'll ever learn his lesson from. But guess what? Look, ain't nobody apprehending you or stopping you from doing the things that you want to do. But remember, it don't matter what you do. There's consequences that come with it. So if you aren't willing to serve those consequences, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. But it don't matter if you break the law here. If you break the law anywhere, you're going to have to sit down and you're going to have to do your time. You're going to have to sit down, man.
When his detention would end was like mental torture.
Weeks go by and you're not getting fed, you don't have access to clean water, you're not cleaning yourself, and there is literally no access to any sort of medical care. I did find this other leaked video on Facebook that shows these guys all laying around looking completely miserable. It looks hot, it looks overcrowded, and above everything else it looks completely unsanitary. You know, the entire thing just reminds me of some sick shit that you would see in a history book talking about how fucked up some situation was. And it does seem like a running theme in these different articles I've read, is that if you do not have access to money, you are essentially powerless. This obviously is a corrupt system where money, or specifically pesos and yen, can apparently get you access to better living conditions with private showers and even air conditioning, as well as the ability to jump the...
So does that mean that he can leverage the money that he has to be able to do that?
line and really expedite your trial. And this is where I get to this secret interview that someone recorded in the gulag, where a man from Australia discussed this horrible place.
There you go, mate. Well, what's your name? Sure, where you from, Peter?
Queensland, Australia.
Okay, how old are you?
66.
And whereabouts are you now?
What?
I'm in the BIWF, the Bureau of Immigration Detention Centre, Warden's Detention Centre.
You've been here for how long?
4.5 months.
4.5 months, and
well, what's he doing at 66 years old to get locked up, bro?
The crime you committed to be in
Oh,
here?
we're about to find out.
Overstayed.
Overstayed?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and what's the general
Hold on.
timeline for...
You're from Australia, you go to the Philippines, and you overstay your visa for what? What is you doing?
Someone to be in here just for simple overstay?
Minimum of 6 months, and usually around the 2-year mark.
2-year mark for overstay?
Yep.
Okay.
Now obviously I did have to redact his identity, but he says here that it's a 6-month minimum, and that the average time to stay there is 2 years.
Wow.
There is no charges to fight. I mean, it's just you're automatically convicted.
And so that's just normal processing time. Could be 1 year or more.
Well,
I'm telling you,
can be
man.
10 years. I mean, there's no...
Some places guilty proven innocent.
Time, it's just the way it is.
And you know of the medical treatment here. How good is the medical treatment here?
Absolutely none. I mean, I haven't seen a doctor since I've been here.
Here he says that when you get sick, they don't really care unless you have the money to give them to obtain basic medicine, and that several people have died since he showed up due to the lack of access to medical care.
When you leave here, everything has to be, you have to have the money yourself, otherwise you don't go, they won't take you.
And if you become ill or something like that, basically, what will happen if they're not supplying anything?
You die, I'd say.
You die.
Yeah.
So there he does say that if you do get sick enough, they will isolate you from everyone else, but it will be in a shed filled with rotting rodent corpses. He then talks about a 90-year-old mentally ill man who passed away quickly from pneumonia after he says the guards there purposely stripped him down and constantly threw cold water on his body, in turn obviously making him sick.
In the shed on top of the hill.
Yep.
Is it sealed off? Like it can
Well, he had to move out. The rats were getting too bad in there, and then they started killing the rats, and then the rats all died, and the place absolutely stunk. So he did manage to move out of there into another area, another medical section.
And what did he actually die of?
He died of pneumonia.
Pneumonia?
Yeah.
Okay, he had that when he came in, did he?
No, it's something you get when you've got no clothes and you get cold water thrown on you on a regular basis with no clothes. He was shitting the bed at night, that sort of thing. So basically what they did, shitting the bed at night, that sort of thing. So basically what they did is they got rid of him, basically.
So they left him naked, slouched over a table, throwing buckets of cold water on him, which caused pneumonia, and basically killed him.
Well, that's basically what happened, yeah.
And this same channel did upload himself walking through the gulag, and it really just looks like a slum where everyone seems absolutely miserable, and at this point it kind of just serves as a Vitaly POV. In general, it was very hard to find information on this place, and these very few leaked videos seem to be the only thing to truly document their life there. I don't know if the person running this channel got caught, as the video with the man was called Interview 105, but sadly there are only 2 of these videos uploaded at this point. But just to know the fact that Vitaly is in this hellhole is 2 of these videos uploaded at
only 4 months
this
ago?
point. But just to know the fact that Vitaly is in this hellhole is absolutely insane, and it should really serve as a lesson for all of the IRL streaming clout chasers out there, that it's really just not worth it, and that you are far from invincible no matter what your cocaine-fueled, steroid monkey brain thinks. I mean, for this clown to continue his unremorseful actions, and to literally mock the people making decisions with his life, was just beyond stupid. Like, he should have been in there begging for mercy instead of trying to channel his inner Tate brother and do this whole photo shoot. I mean, honestly guys, this could be the very last we ever see of Vitaly. Like, he is completely under their control at this point.
Yeah, this might be the last that we see or hear of Vitaly, bro. Think about 1 to 2 years. And let's say they give him like 3 charges. That's 15 years right there. That man would be about 50 something by the time he get out. Dang, bro. Yeah, that dude is cooked, bro.
But either way, I will keep you guys updated on this situation, so y'all make sure you subscribe. I do want to know what you guys think about this update down below in the comments. And I also want to thank you guys for sharing this video with a friend. I mean, it's just one of those things, guys, like you play the stupid games and you win the stupid prizes. And for him to be almost 40 years old running around doing all this shit was just despicable. Like, honestly, there should be a case study into the brains of both him and Fousey, and how early internet stardom completely fucked them up. But either way, y'all know it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other out-of-control streamers out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace.
See, I don't believe that the fame or the money that they got early on made them like this. I believe that this is who they already were. And the money and the fame enabled it. Allowed them to do it at a greater scale than what it is. I don't believe necessarily money necessarily changes you. I believe it just makes you more who you are. And who he is he a fool. He a fool for doing this. What in his mind got him thinking to do this? Y'all, man, this dude bugging, bro. This man is bugging, bro.